Marysville Bulldogs Coach's Corner, a service of the Citizen State Banks, Darren's Repair, Inline Construction, Dean's Automotive, and Blue Valley Technologies.
Dean's Automotive in Marysville and Waterville has always been your trusted and certified automotive repair shop. But did you know Dean's carries tires? With every major brand and size from pickups, ATVs, trailers, and car tires, Dean's has you covered. Don't wait until the old set gives out. Grab a new set along with balancing, alignments, and front-end work for any make and model. Find Dean's Automotive in Marysville and Waterville online and give them a call to stay on the road, wherever it takes you.
Your new home awaits. Inline Construction can help you design and then build that dream home on your site. Or lots are available at Hartley Ridge in North Marysville. Don't wait. Make today the day you call on Inline Construction for a quote at 785-562-5525 or inlineconstruction@yahoo.com.
Our roots are in agriculture. We're local. Many of us were born and raised in the areas that we serve. Because of that, we make our ag decisions right here at the bank. There's no waiting for some out-of-town approval on your loan requests. So rather than planting your seeds in someone else's field, stop by and let's talk. We're here to help you grow. Citizen State Bank, Marysville, Waterville, and Hanover. Member FDIC.
Welcome into the Marysville Bulldog Coaches Corner program. Joined today with Tony Trimble, head coach of the Bulldogs. Coach, you fell in your final regular season contest versus Clay Center last Friday, 33-7 in that one. I know it was a game that you dealt with some injuries, dealt with some rough takes of it, but how do you feel? You know, the boys handled the situation itself in the game and played in that one.
Well, you know, we've talked about it pretty much the whole last half of the season. The kids have been very positive and continue to work hard, have great attitudes. And Clay Center's a good football team. We went in with a great attitude and played hard. And, you know, I was a little disappointed. I felt like at times we played a little bit timid maybe. But I think that overall, you know, the kids did a decent job Friday night. And Clay Center's a good football team. I didn't know how much we could limit their scoring, and I thought we did a decent job with that. Again, it comes back to us on offense having those self-inflicted wounds.
And I feel like that's been a topic of conversation we've had all season, is just getting that offense in a flow. How much is this now, too, as you go into the offseason, kind of a good learning tool for these boys to say, you know, hey, we saw this weakness, let's work on it during the summer?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, as coaches, we're always trying to find our things that we need to continue to work on and get better. And I've got a big, long list for this summer of things that we really got to focus on. And I think our kids have grown tremendously throughout this season. And I think that with our experience we will have coming back for next year, we'll be pretty excited when the season starts about where we're at and what kind of things we can possibly do next year. So when the kids come in, put the work in, and I think that we should have some exciting things happening in the future.
And I want to take you back to a comment you mentioned last year about the seniors. You know, not only do you play for them, but they also lead in ways that kids can see what they did right and also what they did wrong, because no class is perfect. As you do look at your summer schedule, not saying you make an example by any means, but do you hope these younger kids kind of saw, you know, maybe what happened this season and think, you know, I don't want to be a part of this again. Let's work in the summer and maybe be a little more committed?
Well, absolutely. I mean, we're not going to, like you said, necessarily point anybody or anything out, but we are definitely going to, you know, coaching, I think, is a rare thing where honest accountability is something that you have to have. And when you have that, you know, it's one of those things that, you know, we're going to share with them why we feel like that the season went the way it did, whatever that may be. And those things that we listed that we need to improve on, we'll be honest about why we think we need to get better at them and what we need to do to get better with them. So I think our kids will accept honest assessment of where they're at and what they've done and why we are where we are, and we'll move forward from there.
I think you used a good word in there, honest accountability, not only in the game of football, but in life too. You're going to have to be prepared for that as they grow and get older. Now, this game coming up here Friday night against Nickerson, I mentioned a little bit earlier, I know you dealt with some injuries Friday night. So will this be an opportunity, obviously, to try and pick up a win, but to maybe see where some other kids have developed at and see where you're at from the younger standpoint?
I'm not approaching it that way. No, I'm approaching this as we're going to play the best kids available to us so we can go get a win. By this point in the season with the JV games and our young kids playing a lot of varsity as it is, we've got an idea where we at, what we got for the future. My goal up this week is to go get a win and end the season on the right note. And we're going to do whatever it takes to do that. And, we're going to play our best available people and make sure that we go out there and give it everything we got Friday night.
Used another word in there, JV too. Sometimes these schools that I chat with don't get that opportunity, but I know that's a big teaching tool for Marysville throughout the season. And last one here for you, Tony, before I let you go. But obviously, Nickerson is a team that we're not really familiar with. I'm sure you guys have had to do some film study on them. So give us a quick rundown of kind of what they bring to the table and what you guys need to bring to the table too as well to be successful in this last contest of the year.
Well, I mean, obviously they're a lot like us in the fact that we're both playing in this game. This is the game that the teams play that guarantees us our ninth game, but does not allow us to move on to the playoffs. And we've both, whether you want to say earned it or whatever, have put ourselves in the position to be in that spot. So they're struggling also to find ways to win games right now, and they're a team that's really kind of basic in what they do offensively, so we feel really good about our kids making sure they know where to line, what their responsibilities will be, things like that. And I really feel like that overall our schedule this year has been a lot tougher than theirs, and we feel like that, we do have a little bit of an advantage coming into this game. It's at home. Schedule's been tougher. We feel like we're battle-tested. We just need to go out and do the things that we have done well and continue to do those things, and then make sure we eliminate those things that have caused us to not be so successful. Really feel like there were 3 games this year that we had a pretty good chance to win, and through whatever reasons, turnovers mostly, we're unable to capitalize on those. So if we can control the football, eliminate the turnovers, I feel really good about our opportunities.
I think you said it there too as well. Yes, not a chance to expand in the playoffs, but still a chance to come out, compete, look for a win, and hopefully get that here in this weeknight contest in front of a home crowd too as well. Again, talking with Tony Trimble, head coach of the Marysville Bulldogs. Tony, I've always appreciated the time this season, catching you every morning. I look forward to doing it again next year, and best of luck in this last game.
Thank you, Max. We appreciate what you do for our schools too, so keep up your good work.
Sometimes the simplest ways just work the best. When you need automotive repair or service, call Darren Svoboda with Darren's Auto Repair. You'll get an experienced mechanic that you can trust to do the job right the first time. When you call, you'll talk with a mechanic, not an appointment advisor. He'll work to get your job in and out and get you back on the road. Always putting the customer first. Darren works to let you choose how much or how little repair work you actually need. Ask around. His reputation speaks for itself. Darren Svoboda with Darren's Auto Repair. A little out of the way in the alley at 604 Oak Street in Marysville, but sure worth finding. Call Darren 562-7745.
In today's world, everyone is searching for answers. If cows are laying down, will it rain? Does gum really stay in your stomach for 7 years? How about Bigfoot? With so many mysteries, it's nice to have one clear answer. Fiber. Blue Valley Technologies proudly provides a robust fiber network with symmetrical speeds and unmatched reliability. And with 24/7 support, we are always here when you need us. Blue Valley Technologies Fiber Internet, because some things just shouldn't be a mystery.
Marysville Bulldogs Coaches Corner, a service of the Citizen State Banks, Darren's Repair, Inline Construction, Dean's Automotive, and Blue Valley Technology.